Well, good morning everyone. I thought that maybe I should give you guys a little update on what's been going on the farm and in the garden, because I haven't really had much time to film. So yeah, today I'm just gonna walk you around the garden and show you some things that we've harvested and some things that are just about ready to harvest, like the garlic. And I'm gonna give you a little peek at the ducklings, which I never made a video of. There will be some new ducklings. These guys are about 2 weeks old now. There will be some new ducklings coming out, which I promise I will film. Anyways, so come along with me and see what's going on the farm. These are the garlics. They are almost ready to harvest. They're getting very close, and I'm pretty sure, because these guys have fallen down, these are the soft neck garlics. I think that they all need to come out for sure. And we've got our peas along here, which we've been harvesting off of. These are shelling peas, so they're not like a snap pea. And we will have enough peas to last us through the winter, I think, off of this patch. But I've also started some other peas inside, which are going to replace these peas once they're done and we take them out. And these are our bush beans, which are all starting to look really nice. This is a 30-foot long bed, 4-foot by 30-foot long bed. And the bush beans they are starting to make us some beans. Oh, here's something more substantial. Oh, my camera doesn't want to change the lighting. Come on. There, where is he? Right there. I don't know if we're picking that up. Too much other stuff in the way. So another week. There we go. Another week, and these guys are going to start, there's another one there, are going to start producing so much. I'm not going to be able to keep up with them. I know it. I just know it. So these, as I said, are our bush beans and our peas. And there's some tomatoes in here that desperately need to be trellised, which I may get to today. We'll see. Oh, here are our potatoes. Some of them. We have 2 beds of potatoes. This is our smaller bed that we planted later. And yeah, it's just exploding. I haven't taken any potatoes out of here yet. I've been taking potatoes out of the other bed. These are the pumpkins, which are starting to climb up on this frame. I apologize. I did make a video of me doing all of this and kind of tying up the zucchinis, which needs to be done again, I think, and thinning them out, but I lost the footage joyfully. So these guys are starting to produce us some little summer squash there, and the zucchinis. And then, yeah, the pumpkins are growing up on our little trellis we've given them here. There are 12 pumpkins in this space, so let's hope for the best. So far they look very... Yeah, I don't think you're dumping cement here. You're definitely not dumping cement here, dude. Why are you parked in front of my house? Anyways, there's a cement truck parked in front of my house. These are more squash. So these are the butternut squash. It's so bright in here right now, it might be hard for you guys to see them. And they're starting to trellis up. I built these once again. I filmed it. I lost the footage. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. He must have just been looking for where he was supposed to be going because he's not coming here. So we're gonna wait for him to pass. Well, somebody's having cement dumped. So I have done 3 different trellis, I don't know, configurations, let's say. So we've got this square one here, and we just attached all of these boards by screw. Oh, that's for my tomatoes eventually. By a screw down at the bottom there, and then up at the top here we just screwed them all together. I already had all these boards. And then these strings are, this stick is working well. These strings are from hay bales when we had the goats. And we've used through all of them. So time to get more goats, right? Well, that's what I'll tell my husband anyways. And then I have this one. Hold on. And then there's this one here. Which is, it has hinges, if you can see on the top. So this one folds up. I have 2 of these made. Same thing, strung up. That one will have to be removed because I won't plant the squash there again, but this one just has to be taken down. And then this one, which I haven't strung because I ran out of stuff. This is just a little guy with some leftover wood that I had, and it's screwed in place down here on both sides, and you can't see it, but there's another board in here that runs along the back that I got screws that I put in, and we will string this up, which I have to do because you can see this is spaghetti squash and butternut squash, and they are going wild. They're going crazy. I have to get them, I have to get that figured out over here so that they stop growing into the beans. And these are pole beans. My camera's not loving me moving around from where the sun is. And they're starting to climb. And so we've got quite a few pole beans in this spot here. And they'll start producing us beans pretty soon as well. I don't know that these guys have flowered yet. They're going to climb up first. And I'll have to keep my eye peeled for stuff like imposters that look like beans that aren't. This is morning glory. We have a very big morning glory problem, I guess you would say. Anyways, so I'm gonna have to keep my eye out in here, especially because they grow just like the beans. And we want to stop them from doing that. Okay. Here we have some spinach that's gone to seed. I didn't even get to harvest any of it, honestly. It just went directly to seed and bolted. Arugula, which is also kind of going to seed, but it still tastes really good. And we have eaten this and we'll eat more. There's some more cauliflower. This will be for the winter. Cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage growing in this bed here. The onions, those are the Walla Wallas that I planted, and some more tomatoes that need to be dealt with. And I've got a couple, show you some of these guys here. This guy here is actually a wild edible. It's called lamb's quarter. or lamb quarter. I'm not sure if there's an S in there. And you want to cook it, but it's a lot like spinach. So I've got quite a few spots where I'm allowing that to grow up so I can harvest it. There's another decent sized one here. Yeah. We've got the beets are, I can't see my camera because of the sun. Oh, and you get to see my shadow. The beets are doing good. In this bed here, they didn't come up super well, and I can see that there's some other things growing in there. I'm pretty sure that that's gladiolas and nasturtium. I let the nasturtium grow up in here. This was my first beet bed, so there'll be some beets there for winter anyways. These squash aren't doing as well, but they are starting to come around. These are all zucchinis. So, and the kale that I put in the corners here, they're starting to come around as well. We've got some more spinach that's gone to seed. I'm going to save that seed. These guys here. The camera's not adjusting to the light. And this was some peas that we put in here, which we've been harvesting. And once they're all done, I'm not sure what I'm going to put into this bed. This was the lettuce bed, which has obviously all done its thing. And we ate lettuce, and we sold some in the farm stand. And I have some new lettuce, which I showed you at the beginning there, which will replace the... I'm actually thinking, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some wheat in this bed, because I've been wanting to grow a bed of wheat, just to have it for decoration. I know that seems strange. And also to see how much wheat I could possibly get out of this kind of an area. Anyways, I've got some wheat, so I thought I might just throw it in here. It's also a good cover crop, but anyways, just for an experiment, I thought I would do that. Oh, our broccoli, which is a sea of insanity, but I did harvest yesterday quite strong, I guess. I picked a lot of... We're on to all of our little side shoots now, if you can see that little guy there. And these plants will continue to produce into the fall, or they have for me in the past. So I'll just keep picking and they'll keep growing. Broccoli that tastes amazing. The parsley is doing well. This is an overgrown mess over here, which I've lost control of and need to regain control of, as you can see. The strawberries are starting to grow us some strawberries. It has been a really, really slow strawberry year, just because we haven't had a lot of sun. So, and I've came through yesterday and I cleaned up these 2 rows, and I need to do that to the rest of all of these. These are the potatoes, which aren't doing as well as the other potatoes, but they are doing quite well, and I've picked off of these potatoes 3 times now. So we've been eating potatoes for a while out of there. The kale is doing really well, and I've obviously been picking it and selling it in the farm stand quite a bit. We've got some winter cabbages here, or they'll be done in the fall anyways, which I overplanted, so we'll see how big the heads actually get on them. This area here was my cabbage, which you can see is no longer here because I harvested it the other day. And I just left all of the leaves here so that weeds won't grow up in that spot. And I've got to figure out what I'm going to put in here, if anything. I might not plant anything else in here. And here's an exciting thing, or I thought it was exciting. If we can see in here, this is the cauliflower. And if you look inside here, if my camera will adjust, let's just give it a minute here. You may be able to see that that is a nice head of cauliflower. We will get it in focus, you guys. There. It's all covered over with the leaves. We want it to stay nice and white, but so these cauliflowers are all, and there's a bunch of them. I don't even know how many are here. I can't remember. 10 maybe? So I'm really excited about the cauliflower because it's doing really, really well. So this is all cauliflower here. And another thing, I can't even walk past the cauliflower, that's doing really well is, this is all the celery. So I do need to start harvesting this celery and figuring out like how to preserve it. I've been selling it in the farm stand. Let's see if I can give you a look down to see what the stalks look like. If it'll let us focus. They're starting to get some nice big stalks, some actual celery looking like stuff. We've been eating it for a while, so it's doing so well. We've got our leeks here. And now I'm going to be shadowing everything. I can't see. Where are you, sun? Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. If you can see the leeks, and they won't be ready till the fall. Next year I'm going to grow a lot more leeks than this. And there's also a little spaghetti squash in there. I actually planted 3 of them in here, and only one of them made it. So the idea of the spaghetti squash is that it's going to take over, hopefully, the rest of the area in here. My green onions, I've got a few more I need to pick there. And this is my beet, which has gone, obviously, to seed, because I allowed it to do that. And I'm going to have to keep my eye on it, because as soon as they're ready, I need to get them out of here so that we don't end up with beets growing everywhere. So, yeah. That's pretty much this garden. Our carrots, I've got a whole separate video I'm working on for that. So, in order for you to see how the carrots are doing, I think I'm going to go all the way to harvest on that video. So, you'll get to see from planting to harvest soon enough. Anyways, so there you go. That's a little update on what the garden is doing. Oh yeah, I promised you guys some ducklings, so I'll take you over to the ducklings now. Okay, I'll give you a little sneak peek just for fun, you guys, of what the carrots are looking like. There's also tomatoes growing in this area. Hello guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see these guys. Why are you in the ditch? Really? I gotta get these guys out of here. They don't want to be in here with the chickens. Where are you, turkeys? Turkey, turkey, turkey. I don't know if you guys can see them in there. Turkey. Maybe. Hi, turkey lurkey. The turkeys don't usually stay in here with the chickens. They come out. There. That's how big they've gotten. Why are you laying there? They must be hot. We're missing one. Hello, turkey lurkey. Hello, darling. I'm pretty sure that this is the girl. If I open the door, they'll probably come out, I hope. The light is all wonky here. We are sadly down to just 3. See? Gotta get him out of here. They do this little breathing thing. I need to make sure that's normal. They seem to do it all the time. They have tons of water, but it has been really warm the last couple of days. So, but they don't usually stay in here. But I want them to have shade. Excusez-moi, that's my toe. No. No eating of toes. Anyway, so you can see they're huge. They're not little babies anymore. They're not full grown, obviously, but they're getting a lot bigger. And we're down to 3. We lost one to a dog in the neighborhood, and we lost one to a coyote. Which, oh, that was lovely. I got that on film. I'm leaving now. So, yeah, sadly, we lost 2. But I'm thinking that we still have a female. I am thinking that we still have a female and 2 males by the looks of it. So, yeah. So here, you are seeing, I mowed yesterday, so everything looks kind of pretty, I guess. Except for where I didn't mow. Max, what are you doing? Max! Okay, if that isn't Max, what is that? Yeah, it's Max. What are you doing? He just loves the turtle in the pond, I tell you. Now he's got to pee. Oop, there goes the woodpecker. I didn't get it on film. There's a woodpecker that flies. They have babies, which I think are quiet right now. Anyways, this is the carrots. I'm not going to go into huge depth because I'm doing a whole video on these guys. But there you go. That's what they're all looking like. Very, very happy. These ones here, the tomatoes were laying on them, so there's some spots where they're a little smaller. Ooh, a butterfly. Okay, let's see if we can find the ducklings. Number one, they have been set free. We did lose one the other day because, hi Max, it got into the chicken enclosure and they killed it. Because, yeah, chickens do that. So the chickens aren't allowed out over here. My phone is telling me something. They're not allowed over here right now because the ducklings are out here. Aside from that, it's very barren. And I would love for everything to grow back up over here. Okay, I'm not seeing them, guys. They're somewhere, but they're not right here. What are you doing, Max? Hello. These guys here need to go in the freezer. I know that sounds so mean, but they really do. They really do need to go into the freezer. Oh, there they are. Look at all of them. Aren't they so cute? I hope that this is picking this up, that you can see these guys. So they came up onto the shore into their enclosure, so I can take a little video of them, maybe up close. Oh, I just want to get into the shadow. I see that we have Swampsville going on. Ducks are very, very dirty, and I don't like to keep them locked up like this. And they're not, as you can see. But they do choose to come back over here, and I guess it's a little wet over here, but they spend most of their time in the pond. This is where their food is. Mama is not gonna like me. Good job, Mama. You defend your babies. So they've got a little makeshift pond in here, and that's why it's wet. Hi. How you doing? I know it's gonna be hot today, so you're gonna stay in there. You can go out on the other side. You don't have to stay in here. You can go outside and go eat grass, and you guys choose to stay in here. Come on, ducky ducky. It's okay. It's very unsure of me. It's like, I don't really want to get that close to you, thank you. But there they are. There's the ducklings. Having a little munch with Mum. Having a nap. This is where they come because they know it's protected and safe. And the chickens are trying to kill each other. Because if they stay out on the pond, the birds will start to come, the ravens and the crows. But they're kind of dumb because they're really loud. Okay, this one duckling here is very upset with me, so I'm going to move back and let it go back in with everybody else. I'm never quite sure. I assume this is the other mum. There was two mums. And I can see now that we actually have 3 ducks sitting. We've got one there. This is a real mess. I think there's one in there, and there's a new one back there in the tire that already hatched out, and there was a bunch of eggs in there. This will be it though, guys. We're not hatching out any more ducklings. There's going to be way too many. Okay. So, bye-bye, ducklings. and rooster.